One of the things I struggle with a lot in my compositions is simplicity. And in today's video, I'm going for probably the ultimate in simplicity. Good morning everyone, thank you for joining me. One of the things that I struggle with in my photography, in my compositions, is simplicity. If I'm not careful, I tend to overcomplicate things. I have too many elements in the scene. Now this morning is not a great morning for landscape photography. We've got completely clear skies, despite the fact that the weather forecast said we were going to have some cloud cover. Unlike the last time I went out, when we were supposed to have completely clear skies and we ended up with some really nice cloud patterns. But when the conditions aren't great, it's a good time to experiment. So I'm experimenting with simplicity, and possibly the ultimate in simplicity, because there's actually no detail in this shot at all. I hope you'll enjoy this video. If you do and you're not already a subscriber, please consider hitting subscribe. And if you're already a subscriber, then thank you very much, I appreciate that. So my plan here today is to go really simple and almost abstract. I'm trying to exclude everything from the frame apart from beach, sea and sky. So I've set up on the beach and I'll talk you through what I'm doing as we start to get more and more light on the scene. It is still 25 minutes before sunrise now, and I'm going to hang around until the sun comes up. So what I'm going for is the ultimate in minimalist. This is going to be very much abstract, very different to the kind of stuff that I normally do. So what I've got is the camera set up low down on the beach, just on a little bit of a slope looking down. I've got a portrait orientation, probably about 33-34 millimeters, and I've just got in the frame a set of layers. I've got some sand, I've got the waves breaking on the beach, I've got the waves breaking further out, and then I've got tones in the sky. Nothing else. And at the moment, because it's still quite dark, we're still 25 minutes before sunrise, I've got 15-second exposure. So that's really just smoothing lots of things out. I'm going to take a shot, see what it looks like. Okay, so I took a 15-second exposure, and what I've now done is I've dropped in a 2-stop hard edge ND grad because the sky is getting brighter and I want to make sure I don't blow it out, because this is all going to be about tones and layers. Like I say, very simple, abstract, no subject, very, very different to what I normally do, but it's fun. And what I'm going to do now is just keep on taking shots as we get more and more light on the scene. We'll get shorter and shorter exposures, and what I'm hoping to get is one long exposure which is very abstract. You almost can't see anything in there at all, and one shorter exposure later on, near when the sun comes up, when we can actually see details in the waves. I don't know if it'll work, but it's worth a try. So it's almost sunrise. The lights come up a lot now. I'm down at 1.3 of a second. And what I'm now trying to do is capture the wave trails as they recede from the beach. This is obviously a lot less abstract than what I was going for earlier, but it's still pretty simple. It's nothing but waves and sky. I don't know if it's going to work. That's what experimenting is all about. Well, we are past sunrise, but just like the other day when I was out, the sun is rising behind the Sierra Nevada mountains over there, so it hasn't appeared yet, and it's not in my frame anyway. But what we're getting is some quite nice warm glow on this wet sand. And I'm doing some shots now at a third of a second. Still got 2-stop hard edged ND grad in. Oh, and I can see the sun just starting to appear. Beautiful sunrise. Nothing much to see in the sky because there's no clouds, just some haze on the horizon. But lovely to be out. A few people about. There's a guy over there decided to go for an early morning swim. Why not? It's nice and warm. I've taken quite a few shots because later on, trying to capture the waves coming up the beach, it just pays to take a lot. Whenever I'm trying to capture waves, I always take lots of shots. Sun's up, it's a beautiful morning, it's going to start to get warm again soon. I've taken quite a few shots because once I got down to sort of like half a second, quarter of a second, third of a second exposure time, I was trying to capture wave trails on the beach. So that's just a case of taking lots of shots and just trying to time them for when the waves are receding and leaving those trails. I'm hoping I've got a couple of images here this morning which are very, very simple. I think the early shot that I did, around 15 seconds, which is quite an abstract shot, it'd be almost impossible to really be sure what the scene is, and that's what I was going for, the ultimate in simplicity. I think that's going to work. As I said, it's very different to what I normally do, so I'm not sure how much I'm going to like it. And then hopefully one of the later ones with some waves breaking will still be very simple. It's only going to be about waves, a bit of beach and a bit of sky. But I'm hoping it will work. It's just something very different, very simple, but hopefully interesting. I'm going to pack up and head for home now. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please consider giving it a like or a share or both. And don't forget about that subscribe button if you're not a subscriber already. Of course, I love to hear from you. Let me know what you think about this. It's very different to what I normally do, so leave me some comments below. Do you struggle with one part of composition? As I said, for me it's simplicity. And if you do, what are you going to do about it? As always, I really appreciate you taking the time to watch, so thank you very much, and until the next video, bye.